All right, so we have the bearing races in, the Yukon hubs, we have the new rotors. We now need to do the inner bearing, or well, technically I guess that'd be the outer bearing, because this is considered inner. The Yukon kit, it's 3.813 is the diameter for the bigger race. We have the center axle disconnect, I guess delete, elimination, whatever you want to call it, from Yukon complete. I think there are 4840 U-joints in there. Dust seals, the whole Yukon hubs, everything in there. 3rd gen upgrade for the track bar. It came with 410 gears. We converted over the driver's side. So everything's in. Gonna keep the I think it's a 6-inch rough country lift. We're gonna go back down to probably a level. So get rid of these cheap springs and go back to shorter, but make it ride smoother, because the arms will be at a better angle the whole time. And we'll go ahead and put back in the stock blocks in the rear instead of having those big old 4-inchers back there. And then 3rd gen upgrade for the steering. Then we really need to get a real hitch for it, because 4 little 1/2-inch bolts ain't gonna tow a trailer. So for the outer, it looks like the size we have to use is gonna be 3.185, which is basically 3 1/8 inch, or yeah, 875. I don't know. Yeah. However, this one has a little bit of movement to it. And the very next size up is 3 1/2 inches. So we'll go easy on this first one and see what happens with it first. So we got the races in, bearings are greased, at least the inner bearing, the large one. We have the seal in, we have both ready. As you can see, the rotors have directions on them that they have to go. So this looks like the driver's side. That looks like it's probably gonna be the passenger side. So we'll go ahead and get those on, and then we'll do the outer bearings and keep going. And we're stopped again before we can even start. So, we have it on. However, your dust shield needs to face the opposite direction. So, all right, this is why we are the naive rancher. I even have pictures of this and how I took it apart, and yet, for whatever reason, I did not reference those. All right. Okay, that took about 6 minutes for this side, for the passenger side, and now it's better. It sits on there. I gotta grease up the outer bearing, put that one in, and we can put the lock nuts on there for now, and we'll go attack the driver's side, and then we'll go ahead and do final torques on both sides while spinning the rotor, and then we'll go ahead and put everything back together. All right, got the outer bearing in. First retaining nut is in. Then we have the lock washer and then another retaining nut. But like I said, we'll move to the other side, get that one reset and corrected, and then we'll go through it all again and tighten everything up and then do the inner hub. Okay. 5-pound dead blow. And I guess the grease that I left on there last time to protect it instead of anti-seize, which was, I guess, good. Actually took about 5 minutes also. So it's swapped around. Now we'll get this assembly on, that outer bearing, and then we'll keep going. Not saying it. All right, we got it together. There's instructions that come with it. If you've never put a hub assembly together like that, it's not very hard. Yukon graciously gives pictures in there. Some of them can be a little funky because they Use directions for multiple different types of hubs, some that are the unit bearings, some that are older, some that are newer, some where the actual rotor goes on the outside of the hub and goes between the wheel and the hub. But whatever, it's a little different here or there. Use some high temp grease, kind of put some new brake pads in, but this thing's about 2.5 feet off the ground, so it makes it hard when your hose is only so long. But got everything greased up, and then we're gonna do the other side real quick, and then we'll do some steering.